Good evening, good evening. First warning, meteorologist Eric Burris here with you for Coffee Talk, the evening update. Because I'm in from Amalfi, we get to have yet again another broadcast where we're going to hang out, we're going to chat, check in on the world of weather, and answer any questions you may have because there is a little bit of, well, we'll just say there's a little bit of inclement weather moving our way. First, let's just kind of see what's doing this evening. Here's a live look from our Tower Cam network. We are taking you over to Brevard County. Hope you're having a good evening there. We're from Cocoa, looking across to see what's doing on Merritt Island. Not too bad. Lots of clouds overhead. Let's head to downtown Orlando. Of course you're not working. You're working. All right. It's kind of a gray night across the metro area. We've been watching showers, nothing like what our friends in South Florida have been experiencing. And to give you an idea, the Fort Lauderdale airport is closed right now. That's something else. We're going to be looking at all of that data in just a little bit. But first, before we do anything else, let's just look outside on our first warning live Doppler radar. And I'm cycling this through as well in the bottom. Actually, I need to hit the button. Now I'm cycling it through in the bottom left corner of your screen. But this is the way that the radar is right now. And we'll just kind of show you those showers kind of moving through Lake County, fading out. A couple of little misty showers through the metro area. Back over to Brevard, same idea. And up here into Volusia County, a little bit of light rainfall there. Nothing, though. Let me go to the wide shot. Nothing like what our friends down in South Florida are dealing with. Let's just pop up. This is the live radar down in Miami. Okay, so we're tapping into the live radar there, and it is still pouring rain. Still, let me play this. A fairly significant rain event taking place over Fort Lauderdale. And to give you an idea on the amount of rain that has fallen, let me pop up our rainfall numbers here. Okay, this is the 24-hour rain. Give it a second to buffer this data. It's truly remarkable how much rain has fallen. Okay, so we have a bullseye there. Let me zoom in our radar data. Okay, that gray spot near Dania Beach, this is near the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. Doppler radar showing 17 inches of rain in the last 24 hours' time. There are pictures and video coming out from social media where people are stuck in their car. If you've ever been to the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, like, it's not a small airport, okay? There's a lot going on down there. Not tonight. Okay, that corridor there, right at the end of 595, completely flooded out. Water rescues have been taking place. And as a matter of fact, if we look from today, there were at least 10 reports of flooding around South Florida. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 11 now, so an additional one. And there were also 2 reports of funnel clouds. The reason that I'm talking about this, and I'll pop up the wider shot of the radar, is because all of that energy is a part of the energy that is lifting our direction come tomorrow. Okay, so for now, we're just tracking some showers, and frankly, it's going to be a fine evening. The damp conditions certainly will persist. Okay, but when we look to tomorrow, we're declaring tomorrow a first warning impact day because that energy is lifting in our direction. It's not an alert day. Okay, let's just kind of go over what the different days are. You know, we don't do this very often, but when we do, it's important to discuss. For tomorrow, it's a first warning impact day, meaning that stronger storms are possible. A first warning weather day means that strong storms are likely. So the good news for us is that we at least have a low-end threat for strong to severe storms, but there is still that threat for strong to severe storms, okay? Storm system out in the Gulf of Mexico just kind of fueling this atmosphere. So for tomorrow, we're looking to be pretty stormy, okay? Here's a look at the severe weather risk from the Storm Prediction Center. And essentially, The idea for the highest threat of severe weather is going to be about the I-4 corridor north. We break down the threats around Central Florida, and we're thinking something along the lines of the possibility for gusty winds, isolated tornado, and if you live up in our northern areas, there is even the threat to see some small hail, okay? So that's kind of the idea. Now, when it comes to flooding, just to give you an idea, there's also a concern for some flooding, okay? Not necessarily a massive threat for us, but we are watching the potential for flooding. Again, it's that juiced up atmosphere south of us that's lifting into our area tomorrow. So those are the reasons that we're declaring tomorrow, again, a first warning impact day, all right? I think the morning will include a few showers. I think the afternoon, though, will give us some thunderstorms and even some stronger storms, okay? So that's kind of where we're at. Let's take a pause for a second, and then we can check in with you and see how things are doing around Central Florida. I see some people talking about reports from South Florida. Mary says, OMG, poor South Florida. Totally agreed. It's a rough go of it, right? It's definitely a rough go. Mickey, is that a supercell that is stationary? It was a supercell at one point. It's certainly quieted down. It's now just very heavy rain. Shauna says, one of my friend's son's cars flooded out in Fort Lauderdale. Certainly that's not what you want to hear. What you also don't want to see is all of that energy necessarily coming to us. So let's do this. Let's get into some of the model data and kind of visualize things, okay? We'll start here. All right, so here's Futurecast, and this is just tonight. It's doing a fantastic job of illustrating our pattern for tonight, those showers gradually tapering off. All right, let's put this into motion. Mostly cloudy skies. Rest easy. A few showers overnight, but we're not anticipating anything to be too powerful. Now, here's 5 a.m. That's when my alarm goes up. You know, I'm going to be with you for WESH 2 News at 11. I'll be home by 11:45 midnight and back up at 5 a.m. I'll be tweeting tomorrow morning. Futurecast is already saying that we'll have a few showers popping up, okay? So that's something that we'll be watching in the morning. Meteorologist Kellyanne Klass, of course, in the Weather Center. Some even heavier rainfall. That's some new data that we've been getting. And then we get this break. And frankly, that break is not ideal because what ends up happening is you get the break, you get the sunny skies, that destabilizes the atmosphere and warms us up, and then the stuff that fires up in the afternoon will end up being a little stronger, okay? All right, so let's continue Futurecast through, and you can see by 2 o'clock, we're starting to see more of the rains around, right? Some pockets of heavier downpour action, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, nastier storms, and then kind of hanging out on our East Coast communities, okay? So based on that model data, let's take a look at our forecast for the day tomorrow. This is what we're calling for, looking at all of the computer models that are out, okay? The morning, a couple of showers, but you can see lunchtime into the afternoon, that's when we'll start to see some stronger thunderstorms getting fired up, we'll say, okay? The potential is there for an isolated tornado. We saw some rotation in South Florida this afternoon. The potential is there for some flooding. The potential is there for some damaging winds. So when you make plans for the day, what I want you to do is just have your rain gear. I will admit I didn't have my umbrella today, so that was a little bit of fun. Not really. All right. Amber's asking, what about Volusia County? Showers and thunder showers, right? What about Seminole County? Showers and thunder showers, yeah. All right. Debbie says that's a lot of rain. Yeah, down there, that's a lot of rain. Taylor's asking, so which model is drunk tonight? You know, the models have really dramatically backed off on the amount of rain to be anticipated with this. Here's a look at our Futurecast model, for example. And let's just roll through the day, you know. It's showing limited amounts over an inch of rain. Most of Central Florida won't see big stuff. The further east you live, the better the opportunity is, at least in terms of Futurecast, to see showers and storms. And I was looking at the models today, and I would concur with that idea. The further east you live, the better opportunity you have to get in on those nastier storms, okay? Louise says, hi, Eric. Sharing is caring. Well, thank you. Share the Facebook Live, unless you're talking about the coffee. If that's the case, this puppy is mine. I've got to get through the evening shows. What time is it? It's 9. I'm telling you right now, by now, if I'm not working, I'm usually in bed, like dozing off. Right now we're watching Love is Blind. Dozing off watching a show. Don't judge me for watching Love is Blind. I don't watch but I've got like 1 hour of TV a night. Okay, more rain tomorrow is good. I wish we had more in the forecast, but at this point we have fairly limited amounts of rainfall. So I do wish we had more coverage for tomorrow. But it is what it is. Steven says, more of a coastal event. The thing about it, if I'm honest, is that the models are wanting to hold everything east, but I would go further and say the further west you live, the quieter it is. But like the metro area, I'm not thinking is completely off limits, you know? Eric, is that coffee? Oh, yeah, Beth. It is very much iced coffee. Very much something I need. I just need to stay awake long enough to get through West 2 News at 11. That's where I'm at. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at noon in Ocala. Will I be okay? Linda's asking. Yeah, I think you'll be all right. Yeah, I think you will. Yep. Yeah. Debbie, how are you? Ella says you're usually in bed. I am absolutely usually in bed. Yeah, I'm struggling. Yeah. Thomas is asking, did you say 17 inches of rain in Fort Lauderdale in... Yeah, let me look at the data real fast here. KFLL, that's the Fort Lauderdale airport. Okay. Let's see, heavy rain, thunderstorm. Precipitation. What? Does this not show precip? Interesting. Hold on a second. See, now you're making me go and do this. All right. I'll go to Miami. Bless you. All right, it's loading. Fort Lauderdale. KFLL. All right, Fort Lauderdale Airport. Why am I not seeing this? I'm making terrible TV, and I apologize. Fort Lauderdale. This is what I'm looking for. Wow. Okay, so just, is that possible? CWAP is saying 21 inches? Several weather stations are saying over 20 inches of rain down in Fort Lauderdale. So that's incredible. Yeah, that's incredible. So yeah, it's flooding down there. There's a flash flood emergency taking place right now. So yeah, Thomas, that's what I said, which is incredible. Yeah. All right. What about the theme parks? Yeah, we'll have some showers. We'll have some showers. Everybody's asking, what about Taylor Swift? I would say, you know, the model data, here's what's interesting. The model data actually doesn't look terrible. It actually doesn't look terrible. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Like when is it? It's 6:30 tomorrow? That's when. Yeah, like we actually may be fine. 6, 7. Here's 7 o'clock, 7:30. Bottom left corner there. Oh, you can't see it. Bottom left. Okay, I'll remove it. Yeah, according to Futurecast, you'll be fine, which makes me happy. What I don't want is a bunch of frustrated Swifties, or anybody for that matter. So, yeah. It's just unbelievable the amount of rain, though, that is falling down there in South Florida. Just unbelievable. All right. So when we look at the rain chances for tomorrow, very clearly, this is a good way to show it, actually. So all of our area just about high chance of rain. But what's nice is you get over toward Tampa, and that rain chance comes down. So that's actually good. Heading over to Taylor Swift, you're doing a little bit better. If you're hanging out around Central Florida, we've got some showers and storms. So here's kind of the one sheet. If there was one thing, there's one graphic to take away, it's this, okay? For us tonight, it's damp, mostly cloudy skies, breezy showers. Tomorrow morning, breezy, couple of showers. It's tomorrow afternoon that those nastier storms are going to be getting fired up. All right? All right, other questions? I wish I could post a picture of my friend's son's car flooding. Listen, I just feel bad that that's happening. It's just incredible. Yeah, just rough. How many hours did it take to rain 21 inches in Fort Lauderdale? Hello, over on YouTube. That's in the last 24 hours. Yeah, so not good. Not good. Ocala rain, Joyce. We'll have some rain tomorrow. Had a little bit of shower activity earlier today as well. Do I ever sleep, Eduardo? Not enough. Not enough. What's the record of how many coffee talks you've done in a day? When I work the night shift, we get 3. But when there's severe weather, we do other live hits, but not, coffee talks per se. All right. Elizabeth says, thank you, Eric. Just sent this to my grandkids in Bartow and other family members up and down the East Coast, Brevard County as well. Daughter and husband traveling North Florida, trying to plan a come over a day or 2 year trip. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. Tomorrow's my only day off, and I chatted with the boss and essentially said, look, if we need, if the weather looks rough and you need me to pop in, I'll pop in. It's just what it is. At the end of the day, it's not about showing up to work. It's about making sure that we are able to sufficiently track any threats that are in the area. And I can tell you, work or not, I will be with you on Coffee Talk. We'll do Facebook Lives and do whatever we have to do to keep you and your family safe. So just know that. We'll be tracking it. Manifoli will be in the Weather Center tomorrow night as well. Hopefully I don't have to join him, but if I need to, I need to. Yeah. Thank you, Linda. Love you too. Appreciate it. Ann says, I love the color of your tie. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it. Thank you. All hours, anything goes. When you were catching babies, that's too funny. Yeah, but you're right. It is what it is. So, yeah, it is what it is. Kristen says, hi, my friend. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Southern Brevard's going to get some rain in the showers in the morning. Yeah, it's definitely possible to get a couple of showers in Southern Brevard. Yeah. Am I drinking Starbies or Dunks? We're doing some Starbies. There's a Starbies near the office. I'd never been before. I've been to Starbucks, just not that location. But these last couple of days, I've been using up a gift card to enjoy a little Starbucks. It's okay. So yeah, Ian, how much rain can we expect? Not a ton, unfortunately. 1 to 2 on the higher side. Yeah, just sadly, it's not looking like it's going to be a big rain event for us. I mean, we don't want what Fort Lauderdale's getting, but a little bit of rain also wouldn't be a bad thing. So there's that. Thank you. Beth says you deserve it. Thank you. My tie is orange. Yes. Trying to be all feisty, fancy. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? All right. I can tell you this. Anytime there's a need to pop on, we will be doing that. Okay? Yeah. That's all. So I will see you with updated data for WESH 2 News at 10 and 11. And then, of course, we'll do Coffee Talk again in the morning. But here's our day planner forecast, okay? In the morning, comfortable, a couple of showers. By lunchtime, we're going to start to see a few additional showers, and then by 3, 4, 5 o'clock, thunderstorms getting stronger and stronger, kind of tapping in. Mickey, I'm curious what kind of a flood event Fort Lauderdale will end up being. 1 in 100? Oh my God. I've got these links. Oh man, I've got so many links. Precipitation, I think this is the link. But I have to wait for it to be done in order to quantitative precipitation estimates. Yeah, there's a way to check this website. I have to go and figure it out. But there's a way to go in and see if it's a 1 in 100, 1 in 500 or whatever. I'll do that. I just don't, it takes time. I'm an old man and I have to remember how I do that. Don't judge me. Wow. The amount of water that has fallen, though, is remarkable. Truly, truly remarkable. Climate variability, historic events, flood climatology. I have to remember how the heck I did this. Yeah. Normal season, standard deviation. Yeah. I'll get there. I'll look, but it's remarkable. All right. So that's where we're at, people. WESH 2 News at 10:11 with brand new model data tonight. And I will see you for Coffee Talk in the morning. Sound good? Sound good. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk.